All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So today you might be wondering what I have in my hand. I touched on it in my last video. We have the splash guards from GM. Their OEM part. I paid, I believe, $150 for the front and rear, so not too bad. I do think GM shouldn't have cheaped out and just kind of put them on to begin with. They only extend out about an extra inch or so, but not even, honestly, maybe half an inch. But for me, I put wider tires on, so it's gonna help my car from catching dirt and dust from the road. So yeah, we're gonna get into the installation. We'll get right into it. I'm not gonna waste anybody's time. Okay, so we're gonna start the installation. On paper, it seems like a pretty easy installation, but I'm not very mechanically inclined at all, so we shall see by the end of the video. So you're gonna need a few sets of tools, just a couple things. A socket wrench, 7mm. It says a plastic trim removal tool. I don't really have that, so what I'm gonna be using, I'm gonna take a just flathead screwdriver, and then I'm just gonna put a cloth over it. That way I don't cause any like marks or anything on my paint. We're gonna start by removing the bolt at the bottom. Okay, so right here is the bolt we're gonna be removing. So that took a little longer than expected. Kind of broke a sweat trying to do it, even though it's cold out here. So you're gonna wanna hang on to this because this is gonna be the same screw that's going back in for your other splash guard. So now I'm gonna take my flathead and come on over here. I'm gonna take my flathead with my rag on it, and I'm just gonna start prying away at it a little bit. See the clips in there. There we go. Starting to come out a little bit. So most likely gonna have to work it a little bit. So it seems like the key is to just loosen it a little bit, find where that clip is, get your tool in there and push in a tad bit. All right, we will touch back in once we get this off. Okay, so we finally got the stock mud guard off. So just to give you guys a comparison, a size comparison, here's them side by side, and then here's them overlapping. So it's not a huge difference, but as you can see, you're gonna get, say, maybe 3/4 of an inch difference. And like I said, it's not huge, but that could be enough to make all the difference. If you guys can see on my car back here, all this grime and stuff kicking up from the tires to the road. I don't want that on my car, so this was the extra 3/4 of an inch was worth the $150 to me. Backside, you got pretty much the same setup as far as your clips, with the secondary one, the extended one that GM offers. So with the one that GM offers, you have one extra clip down here, probably just to give it some more stability. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this in. So there is one part that you need to look for. You gotta slide this in, kind of like that, get it in there. So pretty simple and easy. And I mean, save yourself the money, guys. The dealer charges, I think I paid $140 for mine, like both of my front and back splash guards, and the dealer charges, I think, right around $150 for just front or back installed. So you save yourself about $150 doing this yourself. Not gonna lie, it is a little bit of a hassle, but it's pretty easy once you kind of get used to it, I guess. So you just line your clips up at this point, and then it's all just about popping it in. You're gonna have to give it some pressure. Don't know if this one's in, I'll have to see from the bottom. And then we put our bolt back in. So make sure when you are putting these in make sure all your clips are in, and then you're gonna wanna hold it and give it some pressure while you put this in, just so they aren't loose at all. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just to make sure, keeping enough pressure on it. Don't want them to be loose because cause melting from your tires and all kinds of issues that we don't want. All right, and we are in there. Cool. All right, so we have the right rear done. And yeah, enough clearance that it looks like, you know, hopefully it'll stop kicking up as much mud. I mean, we might still get some up here, but at least down here, I mean, just, you know, for example, so you guys could see, it's kicking up a lot of dirt. So, I mean, we're in there, and they're pretty good. All my clips are in there. Got the bolt tight. Yeah, so, not huge, guys. Honestly, not huge, but at the same time, I think GM may have went with this because it's a sleeker look, but these still look good. Doesn't make it look too bulky. It's honestly not even super noticeable, but it will keep, you know, this area clean, hopefully. I'd imagine it would keep it more clean because you can't get to it now. But I'm not gonna make it a video of me doing both sides. Truth be told, the installation on all four of them are pretty much the same, but I will show you guys me doing a front one. That way, you know, so you guys can get a size comparison. Maybe you're on the fence on ordering front or back, any of that. So I will see you guys in a second when we do the. Like I said, we're gonna get a front one done here, but let me give you guys a little before and after. So here's before. No protection really whatsoever. It's kind of just flush with the back. Like I said, not huge difference, but it could make all the difference. So we'll go ahead and get a front one done here. So the front one I think is even a bigger deal because if you look here, look at all that getting kicked up. And if you have the Z51 like myself, all that's gonna go right into your radiator. So we don't want that.
Because I changed a flap over here on a Corvette.
I didn't need you to add the dialogue.
Good.
All right, so my first thing wasn't working with the screwdriver. So now that you got your screw out, I found the easiest way is kind of to start from the top and the bottom and just kind of work it out with your hands. Kind of just pop it. Yeah, turn your wheel, give yourself more room. My dad's idea, but you kind of just got to work it out little by little. And you'll hear them pop out. This one doesn't have anything at the bottom. There we go. So we got the first peg out. So there's 4 pegs. So you're gonna want to kind of work them out with your hands. It's not super easy, but it's also not super difficult. There we go. All right, so when you do take these out, some of the clips might come out with it, but other ones will stay in. I have a tool to help me get them out. New ones do come with it. This one, you obviously have the 4 pieces again, and then you have 2 pieces this time. So,
and the screw on the bottom.
Slide those in. And give it a little bit of pressure. All right, so that's gonna be it for the video today. Overall, pretty easy installation. Save your money versus going to a dealer and having it installed. It's fairly easy. Yeah, I would suggest getting that done so no dirt or anything gets kicked up on your fenders or side of your car, anything like that. We're working on the last one right here because the screw doesn't want to seem to come out easy, so it's a little setback. Overall though, if you enjoyed today's content, leave a like, subscribe, and keep updated with the channel for more Corvette content to come. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace.